Hello there guys and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be trying something a little different. While we're in lockdown and I can't get any games in with some of my friends and I really want to roll some dice. I'm going to try some Star Trek Attack Wing. Star Trek Alliance, sorry. I've got to get used to that. Basically, I've played Star Trek Attack Wing on and off for the last... Jesus. I want to say the last 8 years. I've taken a bit of time off. I did play it a lot when I first found it. Not when it first came out, when I first found it. I think that was 2014 or so. And it's a really fun game. Really unique building. I thoroughly enjoyed it, as I know a lot of people do. The quick start rules are online. I'll make sure there's a link in the description down below. And now that they've been a bit hit and miss with supporting it, but it's now got a solo play version, which is called Star Trek Alliance. And Star Trek Alliance is what we're here to play today. Because this allows me to roll dice. No one else around. It's great. Ideally, it's for 2 people to play cooperatively, but the rules do allow for, if you want to play completely solo, you want to play 3 people, 4 people. I think it goes up to 6 people. I could be wrong. And it's all built around AI. So this version of it is basically part of the Domminion War, which ran through DS9's later seasons. I want to say 5 through 8. No, 5 through 7. 5 through 7, there's only 7 seasons. And this is just bang in the middle, somewhere in there. And the missions just run, from what I've read, through a few scenarios. You command either an Akira or an Excelsior class ship. The ships are really nice. They're good, solid ships. The rules that I've read do say that you can sub out for alternate ships depending on your captain skill, which is really good. You start with Captain Skill 2. I will throw a couple pictures around here-ish, formatted to the wheel anyway, which is amazing, of the 2 starting ships I've got, and they're 2 little starting things. I'm currently, as of recording, this is not available in the UK. If you're in the UK, you're going to have to order it from somewhere else. It's going to take a while. I've been hearing 30th of April as the earliest you can get it in the UK. Jesus. Considering, what, end of February, beginning of March it was available for US. Yikes. But we're used to getting most things later in the UK anyway, so all good with that. But today we're going to be playing through Mission 1. And Mission 1 is called A Simple Patrol, or Act 1, A Simple Patrol Introduction. As I said, the Dominion War campaign was done by Josh Dirksen. I hope I got that right. It looks really good on paper. I'm really loving it. I'm looking forward to playing it in a minute. Let's go ahead and play it. Right then, so here I am. I'm set up. I've got my dice tray for when I need to roll any of my dices. I've also got my green and my yellows. I hope, and then my greens and my reds. I hope they won't need too many of those to start with. But I've got enough. I've got my rules. I've got a plethora of tokens. The reason that's up there is because there's about a 2-inch bit down that end that the board's just too wide. Once I get a mat, I will place it on there. I'll get a nice 3x3 mat. For now, this is what we're working with. Ignore the little bits of paper. As I said in the intro, I am an English player from the UK, so I don't have the box for Alliance currently. Luckily, WizKids are awesome and they put the rules online, and the community's awesome, and I've had help from several people. The tallest Jem'Hadar ship, you'll be able to see that, so it'll be that one there, is Jem'Hadar 1, and then the smaller one is Jem'Hadar 2, and then as you can see down here I've got Jem'Hadar 3, which will be coming in at round 6, I believe the rule said, and then the one represented by the battlecruiser is the elite one. It'll be using the same stat line as the little bugs, just coming in here, just using it to differentiate them, and I only have 3 bug type ships. And I believe that comes in at around 6. Okay, so it's been a while since I've played Attack Wing, so let's give this a go. We're going to set some dials. Well, I'm going to set some dials, and then we're going to activate. Also, as I said in the intro, again, I'm using 2... I never actually owned the Akira Thunderchild or one of the 17 variants of the Excelsior. It might be a little too high, but yeah. So I'm using the Defiant in the stead of the, if it was in the stead of the Akira, and I'm using with the Constitution dial. This should have a reverse. I'm just checking it does have to reverse. It does. So I did set my dial, just reset it. I'm using the Constitution instead, the dial, instead of the Excelsior, but because I don't have a Constitution, I borrowed this from another set. I'm using my lovely NX ship because I love that ship. But once I get the box, I will have a Akira and an Excelsior, and everything will be above board. So yeah, let's get cracking. Let's see. I will come back once I've activated. Right then, so activation phase goes in ascending order. So we start with the 1s, go to the 2s, and then to the 4s if there are any. So we start with the 1s, which are the 2 bugs. So I believe I use the outside ring to start with, and they're in the forward one. So it's going to be a 2 forward, a 3 forward, or a 4 forward. It is a 3 forward, so they are both going to make 3 forwards. Because they really want to get to the enemies. Right. Then we've got 2 Federation ships, both with Captain's Guild 2, so we'll unlock the Excelsior first. That's got a 3 forward. And then the Defiant has a 3 forward as well. Nice and simple to start off this game. Right. And then there would be the action phase, but it seems... Alright, so we're still outside of range 3, so there's no point setting any actions. Because the only actions that would be for the enemies would be, well, would just be a scan. So they'll both perform a scan. These 2 ships will do nothing. And then we'll move on to turn 2. I've got a nice little dice to tell me when I need to bring the next ships on. So yeah, we will be back once I've set the dial. Right then, so we are back. This is turn 2. Going to start to get dicey soon. Right, so again we are going to set them up with their moves. We go 6. So we're going to be moving 2 forward. So they can obviously smell their prey getting closer. Now it will hit. So this does give the option to swerve, so I'm pretty sure I saw something in the rules about swerving. Okay, so we can take we will head a 2 forward, so we will swerve with a 2. There's my 2. That will avoid the asteroid. There we go. And then will he hit? Because he would have got... Oh, he wouldn't get the same, would he? No, he gets 4. So he would do a 3 forward. Because obviously I roll them separately. There we go. Okay, so it's definitely going to be a little bit of shooting in this round. So then we will now reveal these 2. So we'll stick with the Defiant first. That's got a 3 bank. 3 bank, so... mildly worried now because I'm outside of firing arc on him, although the Akira does have a dorsal fire away up to range 2, which he is well within, so that's good. And this one is also doing a 3 bank but the other way. That slipped a little bit. Doesn't need to worry about it. Okay, so may have done that out of order, but he is going to lock onto him with a target. Obviously, right, so he does not have a shot. So he's going to do an evade. He has a shot, so he's going to roll the battle stations. And then, so he's performed target lock. He's using his dorsal array. So he will perform he's going to be taking the brunt of the damage from there. To evade, or do I want to battle stations? Let's battle stations. Short-haired. Right, so now we can resolve the firefight. So going from ascending Captain's Guild, we'll start with the one that target locked. Right, so we are going to be firing the photon torpedoes, which will be which will be 4 dice. They are the Federation weapon +1, so we've got 4. Ooh. Spend the target lock for this, and that's currently 2 hits. And then that one's going to evade, so it's evaded both hits. Spend, no damage to the bug. Okay, we then got dorsal phaser array firing at the other little bug. Still at range 2, aren't we? Yeah. So, okay, so we've got 1 critical hit, and we've got battle stations, so we can convert that into a hit. And 1 evade, so 1 evade gets rid of the hit. No battle station, so no convert. So that just leaves a critical hit, which I believe, if I'm right, converts into 2 hits on the shield or 1 hit on the hull. Let me just double check that. Okay, so I've consulted the rules, and apparently it's just 1 damage, so we'll take the 1 damage to the little bug. It doesn't have an evade, so that's shield gone. And he's not spending his battle station token because he doesn't need to, and I haven't spent mine either. Okay, so we are going to then fire the bug at the Akira class. Yeah. So he's got 3 attacks at range 2. Oh, he's going to spend his battle stations, turn that into a hit. And then defending, get 1 evade. So this is worrying, because those cancel each other out, can't do anything with that. So that's 2 shields gone on the Akira. Ouch. So the Akira, so that was spent. The Akira is now limping around, not enjoying himself. So we are now going to go into turn 3. And before we do anything, we now need to see where the alpha is coming from. The alpha is coming from section 5, which is over here. It is range 3 from top corner. And he will be moving shortly. This one has the rule that if no ship is in its primary firing arc, attack an enemy ship at range 1 to 2 in any direction. So yeah, beastie. So we'll put that over there for a hot minute. Got to get to range 1 or 2 of that. That's still quite far away. So going to have to do some manoeuvring with these 2 bad boys before that 4th bug gets in. Come back once I've set the dart. Okay then, so moves have been set. Before we show off the 2 ships, we are going to start with the bug. So we're going to start with the bug that can't fire yet. He needs to take into account what? So, identify base mission orders. So he's closing at range 2, so we're using the blue ring now. I most definitely say he's at range 2. So, that direction, so we'll be using that one. So it's a 5, a 2 hard turn, and it just so happens the 2 hard turn is missing concept. Okay, so he wants to do a 2 hard turn. That may make an issue for me. I will find out in a minute. And then that one, so he's going to, well actually what's his action? His action has to be something specific. Battle stations if you have a shot. So battle stations. That one is in the forward arc, so we will be doing a 1, which is a 1 left bank. I'm glad I got this out now. Bank that away, so he's banking that away. So for some reason he's banking away. Worrying, but okay. Yeah, bank that way. Yeah. Just making sure I made the right move for him. Right, and then he does not have a shot, but enemies are in range 3, so he will evade. Okay, so now we'll lead with the Akira. So the Akira is doing a 4 straight to get out of dodge. He's within range 2, so he can still shoot. So he will also do a battle stations. Okay, and then this is the one I'm worried about. A 2 bank. He won't be able to fit in there. So he will bump into him, bump, and gets no action. That's bad. I think the Excelsior is going to take a bit of damage this time. Okay, and we've got the Elite. Right, so they are slightly smaller, so it's outside of the front angle. So it's going to be in this side angle. So, and it's at range. It's at range 3. So we use the black ring, and that's 6. So we do a 3 hard. Okay, 3 hard turn. I mean, that's not going to be great for me because he is going to be firing at range 1 to 2 in any direction. But what is his? So, oh, if you have a shot, battle stations. So that's fine. So okay, so right, this is going to be fun. At least the one with the shields is still the one taking the shots. Well, he's now taking shots from all 3 vehicles. So actually, no, that means he had a shot. So his should have been a battle stations. No. As if I need more battle stations on there. Right, so that's that phase. So we go straight into combat phase. So we start with the highest one. He's firing from around. And he's still got 3, yeah. He just fires in all directions, so. Oh, that's painful, that's painful, that's painful. That's. I didn't even get a battle station, so. Oh, that's painful, that's painful. So that's 3 hits, so that's his shield's gone. He is so dead. Right, it's then the Excelsior anyway, so I mean, the Excelsior can take a shot at both. Didn't have a target lock, so we don't have to doodads. So we are just going to fire normally at the front one, the one right in front of us, range 1, so we get +1 to our main weapon, which is good. Going to need it. And I'm going to disable my tactical officer to reroll any number of attack dice. So I'm going to reroll these 3. Finally, I've got an action and had a battle stations. So get rid of those 2. So 2 hits onto ship 1. At least that's now shieldless. Okay, fire time. He is firing at range 2. I've already measured it. He has a battle stations, which is good. Oh. So I can't do anything with that, can't re-roll it. So yeah, that's 2 hits, so 1 there, and then a damage onto him. He's got 2 hull left? 2 hull left, yeah. Although actually no, he doesn't take that because he spends his evade. I stupidly put on there instead of something else, but hey ho. Okay, now the bugs fight. So we'll do the closer bug first. Because they just fire their primary weapon at the nearest target, so he's got a battle station, so he can battle station that into a hit. They can't do anything with that one, so that's fine. So he spends the battle station. 3 hits onto the Excelsior. Excelsior has 1 evade. No. This is not good. Not good at all. Okay, and then bug number 2, the one further away, firing at range 2. So just 3 attacks. Jesus. Even if I made 1, no, that's still 3 hits onto the Excelsior class. So 1, 2, 3. Insert ship blowing up. Right. That went about as well as could be expected. It's all down to the Akira now. They'll come back once the Akira is ready to blow up. Right, so with the death of the Excelsior and all on board, we're now going to focus on getting the Akira on turn 4 to its sensor token and hope that we can, you know, maybe get these sensor tokens off board. So I am going to select a maneuver. Okay, that should put me in a good place. Right, yeah, so let's sort out these maneuvers for these guys. So, I need my dice. Okay, so he's in the bottom quarter, so roll our dice. We've got a 2, so we're doing a 3 come about. Okay, this one, that quadrant. Right, and then our maneuver for the second little bug, which is going to be on the top right, is a free doodad. There's the free doodad. And he's going that away. He's actually going to miss the other ship. And then their actions. Do they have a shot? He does not have a shot. That moved. He does. So he will use the battle stations. He has no damage to repair. So a sensor. Okay. Now we'll reveal the Akira's token. And that's a too hard. Sorry, that turned. I know it's a too hard because I'm hoping that I will finish at range 1. So that should have me finishing at range 1. Which it does. I will deploy a sensor token. And this guy, I use the sensor token at the end of the activation phase. So this guy has no targets, so we use the outer ring. 1. The target is, so it's in this one. So 1 is a 1 bank. There we go. Bank round sensibly, and he's going to have a sensor token as well because why not? Can't do anything. Did that take me out range 3? That did take me out range 3. Ooh, interesting, interesting. So there will be no firing this round, which is good. Right, so end of activation phase, I'll spend the token and take the mission token. And then because there's no combat round, we'll clear up all these tokens. And go into round 5. Setting me dial. Right then. Right, so let's start with the 2 bugs. So we'll start with the front bug so it doesn't get, flipped. So quite clearly in this doodad, so we hit a 6, that's a 3 come about. Wow. It's obviously preempting coming after him. One thing I did forget to do was to give one of those. Then his action will be to remove it. And then this guy he's in front forward arc, so 4, which is 3 forward. Whoosh. Okay, now activating fire, we've got a forced ring, because I don't plan to be doing too much fighting. And then this guy, which we would be in the middle one, yeah. So rolling for him, actually he has a shot, so that would be a battle stations for him. A 2, which is a 2 bang. Okay, so he would hit that asteroid, so we will swerve him. What's going to be the best swerve? Because if we increase the speed to 3, it's just going to hit it quicker. Maybe we can decrease the speed to 1. Yeah, we'll decrease the speed to 1. Keep the same move, just decrease the speed. There we go. Right, and he's well out of range, so that's fine. Right, we're actually going to have some firing to do. I won't be firing because I'm at range 2. The little bug will because it's at range 3. My action, I would have known that, so I'll go for an evade. And this guy will go for a sensor. Or a scan token. So being at range 3, I'll get my usual 2 green dice plus 1. He gets his 3 attack dice. So he gets to spend his battle stations token to get all 3 hits. That's worrying because I've got no shields. I can evade one. I can evade all three. Yeah, awesome. Managed to evade all the damage. Technically didn't have to spend my evade. Right, so we are now moving into turn 6. We now have the other fighter coming in at bearing 3. So I will find bearing 3 and get that all set. So we now have the development that there is a bug on my tail. This is going to be fun. So again, going into planning. That move looks fine. Right, so we'll start with these 2 bugs because they won't impact that bug over there much. I will start with this one. Got a shot. I'm in that quadrant, so that is a 3, that is a 1 bank. There we go. And with a shot, he takes the battle stations. Bug number 2 gets a 1, which is a 1 bank. Is that 1 bank? Because he's inside. Yep, still a 1 bank, which is fine. It's like the AI knows where I am. Okay, bug 3. A 4. What is a 4 in there? It's a 1 straight. Oh, he just fits. That is some really good flying. Right, so I'm thinking mine, which is a 3 bank. I don't plan to get bonus membranes. I plan to get out of here. So he would have also taken a battle stations. He didn't have a shot, so he would have taken a sensor. Although, was there an enemy range 3? No, there was an enemy range 3, so he would have taken an evade instead of a sensor. And then my action. So I've got dorsal array. I'm only at range 2 of 1 ship, so I can fire at 1. So I'll take a battle stations. There we go. And the big ship. I'm in its side arc, but I'm more than 3 array, so I want back. Okay, closing in, I'm over range 2 away from that, so I need to hurry it up, get over there quickly. But in the meantime, with all the forces on board, let's try and take out 1. So, okay, so let's do this. Right, who's got a shot first? He has not got a shot. He has a shot. He had a shot, but he blown it, so that's fine. So we are going to go with I shot first because I've got the highest captain skill with a shot. So let's put that dice down. 3 dice for my dorsal. Got my battle station there just in case. Oh, definitely going to need it. So I'm shooting at the only ship I can shoot at. Well, no, yeah, the only ship I can shoot at. I'm going to change that into a battle station. So I've got nothing to do with that, so that's fine. So yeah, 1 hit, 1 crit onto Gem 3. That's both its shields gone. Alright, let's see if... Actually, hold on a second, it's got 2 evades? It's got 2 evades? No, nothing. Yeah, 2 shields gone. That can't shoot, that can't shoot, that can't shoot. So it's just bug 1. Well, technically bug 2. That range 3. I did spend my battle stations, which is fine. Bug 2 is shooting at me at range 3, so I get 3 defend dice, he gets 3 attack dice. Right. Oh, okay, so he can't spend his battle stations to kill me, which is good. And I get 2 evades. I like that. So, hanging on by the skin of my teeth. Clear up all these little doodads. And I ain't going to survive for much longer. Right, we are now on to turn 7. So, starting with bug 1. Doesn't matter which bug now. So, we'll do bug 1. Bug 1 gets a 5. I'm in the top side arc, so that is a 3 bank. Yeah, there'll be a 3 bank that way because it goes the other way. On the other side, we'll do bug 2 next. I'm in that same section again with this side. That's a 3. That is a 2 bank, and their 2 actions will be at battle stations because they'll both have me right in their sights right now. Okay, then we've got bug 1. I'm in its side 1, bang on its side actually. That's a 5. That is a 3 hard. Oh, is it going to make a 3 hard? It's not going to make a 3 hard. Can we swerve that out into a 3? Yeah, we can. swerve that out into 3. Okay, it doesn't have a shot, so it's at range 3 of me though, so it's going to take an evade just in case. Okay, and then we've got, so I didn't plan my move, but I was going to plan it anyway. So I'm going to do a 3 bank. And even though it's going to be suicidal, I'm going to take a scan token. And then we've got the big boy. So I'm in that one. Got a 4, which is a 3 bank. So the most important question becomes, is it at range 3 of me now? It is. And I'm in its primary weapon arc, so that's going to be fun. 2 vessels. I'm in the primary arc of 2 vessels. Oh yeah, this is going to be fun. Right, and as he's got shot, I'm going to take a battle stations. Wish I took an evade now. Right, end of activation phase, I'm going to spend that to add that to my ship. I've got both of them now. Right, so we start with the big bug. He's got 3 attack dice. He's at range 3, so I get 3 defend dice. Okay, can't spend his battle stations, which is good. Oh, get rid of one of them. But I still take 1 damage. Right, now the most crucial part, am I at range 3 of the other bug that is shooting? I am not, I am at range 2. Just inside range 2, so I don't get the extra defend dice. So, oh, he gets to spend his battle stations and make 3 hits. So I need at least 2 saves. Yes. Okay, so 1 more damage. Not what I was hoping for, but that to be fair is the best I could do. Okay, and then we'll clear up the rest of these tokens. Although to be fair, I need to take my shot, so he can still battle station. So I'm gonna fire at him at range 2 again with my dorsal. He doesn't have a battle station, so he takes all 3 damage. Bug number 1 is blown up. I'll admit that was a little out of order, but he still would have got the shot off at me anyway. It would have happened in the same bit, just a different order. I just like to do the bugs first. But yeah, so now let's clear up these. And let's move on to turn 8. Okay, so starting with 1 bug. He's doing a 3. He's inside arc, because I'm at... It's hard to tell because I think I'm fleeing. I'd say I'm fleeing. I'm at range 2 and fleeing, so yeah. So that'll be the black ring. So, and that was a 3, wasn't it? So that'll be a 2 bank. Okay, so he currently has a shot, so we're going to throw him down at battle stations. Bug number 2, 4, black ring, 3 bank the other way. Although no, that's a 2 bank. Right, that would not work. So we will turn that. We will swerve that into a hard 3. Yeah, he can, and it's a white maneuver. Okay, he's going to take a battle stations as well. And then, big bug. Actually, no, so it's my turn, so I've got a 3 thingy. I forgot to reset my time, so I'm just going to use the same one I've been using. And I don't have a shot from either of those 2. Depending on what the big bug does, I'm going to have to go with battle stations. What can the big bug do? Move forward a little bit. Most important question being, can it swerve backwards? Can it do a Yui? Right, sorry about that. The camera cut out. So, what you've missed was basically just a big bug. I checked a couple of rules. I've just swerved it forward. It rolled a 3. That should have been a 2 bank. But because it would have hit the asteroids, obviously I don't want to hit the asteroids, so I've swerved it into a 2 straight, because swerving into a 2 or a bigger one would have just continued hitting, so a 2 straight made sense, and because it's at range 3 it's got an evade, at range 3 of me. So yeah, so next we're going to go into, right then, so the big ship can't shoot me because it can shoot in its 360 arc at range 2, so it can't shoot me, that's fine. So I can then shoot. I'm not going to shoot that one because that's range 3, so I'm going to shoot the one at range 2. So my 3 attacks against it is 2. Oh, 2 battle stations. Oh, it's got 2 battle stations as well. So both spend our battle stations. to counteract those 3, and then it takes 1 damage. That was gem 3. Liking it, liking it. Right, we are now on to turn 9. Turn 8 going into turn 9. Clean up these bits and do some moves. So we'll be starting with setting my tile, which we will set to that. Okay, bug number 1, I am in its side arc 2, so I'll be doing a 2 bank. It doesn't have a shot, but I'm currently in range 3, so that'll be an evade. Bug the 2nd, or bug the 3rd. It's a 6. Ooh, that is a hard 3, a hard 3. Right, so currently that does have a shot, so we will go to battle stations. I will then reveal my move, which will be a 4 straight, because I've got tokens. I'm not worried. I'm getting out of here. And then Big Bug will, I'm in its lower quadrant now, so it only got a 3, but that is a hard 3. That thing is coming about. Doesn't have a shot, it's outside of range 3, it's going to take a scan. Okay, so we will move. There is no shooting this round, so we'll clear up all these little doodads and move on to turn 10. I'll set my dial. Right, so closest bug, see if it can actually do anything, will be a 3, that portion. So, what's that, 3? So that is a 2 bank. Don't think that's going to be enough to catch me, but we will see. Bug the 1st. Gets 4. I am right in its side, so 4 would be a hard 2. I think it's coming about. Currently he has a shot, he doesn't, so we'll take a battle stations at a scan. And elite bug. Right, actually no, mine first, so surprise, surprise, I selected a 4. I'll take an evade for the fun of it, even though I am outside of range. And then elite bug would do a 3. I am well in its sides, that would be a hard 2. That would take an evade, that would take a scan, because it's obviously not going to be able to do anything. And there we go. That is end of round 10. Somehow I managed to make it out, because at the end of round 10 all remaining players automatically retreat, so I retreat to the ship. I've only taken a few damage. Awesome. Very pleased with how that went, for the most part anyway. But yeah, we'll come back in post. Right, so there we have it. That was interesting. Rules, yeah, they work. It's been a while since I played Attack Way, so forgive me if I got a couple of things wrong. It's been a while. But I found that was very, very, very fun. Blew up a ship. I'm pretty sure that was the Excelsior that I blew up. Let me check, was that the Excelsior? Yeah. The Excelsior was the ship I blew up. As I said, I don't have the box. I'm making do with what I've got. So, if you don't have an Excelsior class vessel, I've used the Constitution class style, because that is pretty much a 1-for-1 the same. The only difference is the 2 left and right are white, whereas on the Excelsior they are red. And I may have got the firing arc wrong. I have to remember that next time, because the Excelsior has a 180 arc if I'm right. I'll have to look into that, but yeah. Otherwise, yeah, that was really fun. The AI is very intuitive, because it's all based on whether you're close or far. Absolutely love it. I'm looking forward to playing Mission 2, Mission 3, finishing this campaign. I think it's Ellis Snow in the community has done out Klingons, Romulan, I think just those 2 so far, so I'm looking forward to playing this through. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing this with a couple of those as well. Might get a nice little rolling thing going. But yeah, so that was episode 1 of Star Trek Alliance, Domminion War Campaign. Episode 2 will be Search for Survivors. I'm going to go film that next. Probably not straight away, maybe in a day or 2. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. I'm going to take what I've learned from this one that I completely forgot for this one, and hopefully I won't lose a ship. But if you like this, make sure you hit that like button, share, subscribe, and I will see you on the next time. Bye.